Hi, I'm Thomas, and this is 99 Rockhounding. Today we're in a small river in central Minnesota. Now, I've rockhounded this river before, but this is a new spot for me, so I'm excited to see how this goes. Upstream about a mile is where I found this really beautiful piece of jasper that Rob is going to polish for me. So, yeah, we'll see what we find here. I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be pretty good rockhounding. So I just got here and I set up the stuff for Rob's video. And as I was getting ready to do my shot, I looked down and right here, it's hard to see, but first find of the day already, and I've been here all of 30 seconds. So I think today's gonna be a good day. So I think we have our second agate already. This one's not as big, but oh yeah. Let me set some stuff down so we can actually get a better look at it. So not a huge agate, but definitely a neat little guy. It's got some cool bands. Got that yellow limonite staining. Over here I see a couple of neat rocks. There's this little guy here. They look kind of cool in the water. I think it might be like a banded iron formation. So like jasper and I think hematite. So there's that one. And then here, it's hard to see, but this one might be some Marielle and Jasper. Let me get it cleaned off a bit. It's hard to tell if it's actually Marielle and Jasper, but it's got some cool lines in it and stuff, so I'm gonna keep this one. And in that same spot, it's hard to see because the light isn't great. If it were sunny, it would just be glowing right now, I bet. But right there, little agate. Not much for bands, but still a cool find. Just picked up another small little guy, but this one's pretty cool because it's got that little triangle in it. So a couple more things caught my eye here. This one had some little, oh yeah, that one is an agate. Thought maybe it would be a piece of jasper, but this one's actually an agate. I just saw a little bit of reflection off those conchoidal fractures there. And that's what caught my eye. And then right over here, this one. Not really sure what that is. Kind of looks like an agate. Might have to clean that off a little bit. Oh yeah. So yeah, 2 more agates. There's just so much stuff here. I mean, right there we got a really nice piece of jasper. So this one I could see all the way from shore here. So let's go see what that is. Nothing. Here's one, I think. Ooh. Oh no, it's Marielle and Jasper, which I'm equally excited about. pretty excited about this find. This is banded iron formation, and this will shine up really nice. So I'll be excited to throw that in the tumbler. Here's what we came out here for, and I almost missed it. Look at that. All I saw was just that, and otherwise I would have passed it right by. I can't wait to get that one cleaned off and get good pictures of it. Wow. Man, look at that banding. You can see it right in there, even through the slime. Right here in the faster current, peeking right up at me. Oh, that one is not an agate. I believe that one is chert. So I'm not really sure what this is, but it definitely looks promising. Oh, wow. That is incredible. Look at that. This might be the biggest one I've ever found. Wow. I can't wait to get that one cleaned off too. Oh my gosh. That is unreal. Look at that band. Look at those bands. Oh my gosh. You go all the way up here. Wow. So I just found this one. I'm not really sure what it is. When the light hits it just right, it seems like it almost moves. So, yeah, if you could help me figure out what kind of rock this is, that'd be great. I'll put it back for now. Right up on shore here, there's a nice one. Wow, really nice one. And about 4 feet from that last one, I saw this one laying like this, and it looked kind of suspicious, so I flipped it over, and sure enough, look at that. Even looks like there's some green in there. It's hard to tell. This is becoming a pretty productive day. Right here, there's actually 2 of them. I think. I know for a fact this one is. You can tell because of how waxy it is. And then I think this one is another one. Let me get it cleaned off really quick. I do believe that is one. Might be like a moss agate or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to get it cleaned off a little bit better at home. Whoops. Or just drop it in the water. But I do believe that this is an agate. This little stretch has just been full of them. I'll give you a second to see if you can find it. I couldn't imagine how many I'd find if it was actually sunny out. So, right there, this little, or not really little, maybe today. That's a nice one. Look at that. That one will be, that one's got a lot of cool bands. That one will be really nice once it's cleaned up. Man, I can't believe how many I've found just in this little area. And about 10 feet down, right here is another one. This one's pretty beach worn, so it's hard to tell if there's a lot of bands or not, but still a cool find. I swear nobody's getting murdered in this video, it's just a crow. But right, well, there's something, oh, that's nothing here, but right above it, wow, gorgeous piece of jasper. It's being annoying. Found another just beautiful agate right here on shore. I just can't believe how many I've found just right on shore. Although the water is really low this year. This is probably some of the lowest it's been in a really long time. So that's probably a lot to do with it. Can't wait to get this one all clean and shiny. I think I found another one hidden right under these roots here. That one. It's hard to tell. Oh, nope. But it's always good to check. It was right where one should have been. Found this absolutely huge feather. If I had to guess what it is, I'd probably guess it's a turkey feather. I'm not sure what else it would be. I've seen eagle feathers before, but I think this is even bigger. So, kind of cool. Well, I've made it quite a ways upriver, and I think I might start headed back. I'm getting kind of hungry. I started out here at about 10 o'clock, and it's almost noon. That's pretty darn good. So we'll see if I can find anything else on the way back. I'll try to hit some spots that I kind of missed. Well, I made it back to my vehicle, and I didn't find too much more. But I mean, what I found already was more than enough. So here's today's finds. I'm not really sure what this is. If this is a big piece of jasper, that would be my guess. But it almost kind of looks like petrified wood, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest one I've ever found. That is just unreal. I can't wait to get this one washed off. But yeah, for only a few hours out there, that's really, really good. All right, next time you see these, they'll be all cleaned off. All right, it's been a few days and I've got them all cleaned off now, and I've got them kind of all sorted out. So let's take a look at some of it. Up first is this piece of banded shirt. Now at first glance it doesn't really look like much, but let me get it wet really quick. And now you can really see the bands. I don't find a lot of this around here, so I thought it was kind of a neat rock and held on to it. After that we have this really nice banded iron formation. It really had some amazing colors on it. I apologize for the video though, the camera had a heck of a time trying to focus on it. Now I find quite a bit of those around here, but usually they aren't that bright or that beautiful, so that was kind of a special find. After that we have another pretty interesting piece of jasper. I'm not sure if this one counts as Marielle or not, but it just has some neat kind of splotchy patterns to it, and I thought it was interesting. Now this one is for sure a piece of Marielle and Jasper. Now Marielle and Jasper is actually my favorite rock, and there are a few reasons for that. First, it looks just stunning with all those cool swirls, and second, it's actually a fossil. Those swirls that make Marielle and Jasper so beautiful are actually little colonies of amoebas, and at around 2 billion years old, they're some of the oldest fossils you can find. Ironically, these amoebas were their own demise. They produced so much oxygen in the atmosphere that they actually poisoned themselves. So all of that combines to make it my favorite rock. Alright, we'll finally get into the agates. This first one is just kind of a weird looking one. The outside really doesn't look like an agate, and even when you flip it over it's still kind of weird on the inside. Even if the outside had been wet, it still would have been hard to identify as an agate, but I thought it looked just weird enough to flip it over, so I did. And I'm glad I did. This next one is kind of weird. It doesn't have a lot of bands, but it's really see-through. I mean, you can see my finger moving through on the other side. And it has some kind of weird bubbles in it and stuff, so it's definitely a unique one. This next one is the one that I found right off the bat, and it just has some gorgeous bands on it. So I knew I was in for a pretty good day after that. This next one is pretty cool too, although I think they're all cool. It's got some really nice banding on it, but that quartz sticks out kind of weird. I've never really found one like that. After that we have another kind of weird one. It's really green, but it has some just beautiful bands on it. It also has a bit of an eye in it, which I think is really cool. There's also some banding on what I call the backside of it, but it doesn't really show up well on camera. After that we've got this just beautiful fortification agate. The bands on this thing are just incredible, and it's got some really nice color to it. And I'm sure the moment you've all been waiting for. Here's the big one. Now this one actually did end up being the biggest one I had ever found, by quite a bit. Here it is next to the previous biggest one that I had found, and as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger, and a lot prettier. It ended up weighing over a pound, so I officially joined the 1 pound agate club, so I'm very happy about that. It's an interesting one. It's got some cool lines on it, but they're kind of blocked by that limonite staining. Maybe someday I'll have to polish the face of it. I'm still just kind of in shock at finding one that big, and I'm really glad I was able to record the moment of me finding it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun making it. And I will certainly be back to that river, maybe this fall when all the weeds and stuff die off, or maybe in the spring. Who knows? But I'll definitely be back.